Georgia covers more ground than most people realize. Atlanta's world-class museums and urban trails, Savannah's perfectly preserved antebellum squares, the stunning Blue Ridge Mountains in the north, and a coastline of barrier islands and maritime forest in the southeast. Today, I'm going through all of it, from completely free to absolute luxury. Savannah is where the free tier begins, and it's almost unfair. The city has 22 historic squares, each one a distinct pocket of live oaks draped in Spanish moss, ironwork benches, and monuments to a city that has been exceptionally careful about what it keeps. These squares are entirely free to walk, open at all hours, and together they form the best self-guided urban walking experience in the South. Forsyth Park, the largest, has an iconic white fountain at its center and hosts the free Savannah Jazz Festival each September. River Street, the cobblestone waterfront stretch along the Savannah River, is free to walk and worth an evening. Atlanta's free tier is equally strong. The Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park, his birth home on Auburn Avenue, Ebenezer Baptist Church, his crypt, is always free, a profound and well-organized site. The Atlanta BeltLine connects 45 neighborhoods along a 22-mile loop of trails and green space at no cost. The High Museum of Art offers free admission the second Sunday of every month. Centennial Olympic Park and Piedmont Park round out a genuinely world-class set of free urban experiences. Visit nps.gov/malu for MLK Park details and hours. Wormsloe, historic site just south of Savannah, a 1.5-mile avenue of live oaks leading to colonial-era tabby ruins, charges a $10 state park vehicle fee and is worth noting as a near-free add-on to a Savannah day. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm working through all 50 states from completely free to absolute luxury, and you'll want to be along for the ride. Over at theEarnestTraveler.com, I've got a free ultimate adventure planner. Budget calculators, packing checklists, the whole thing. Links in the description. The complete travel guide for this video is down there too, with everything we cover in one spot. Stick around to the end. I'll tell you my single favorite pick from this whole video, the one I'd put at the top of my list if it were my trip. The budget tier in Georgia stretches across the whole state, and Atlanta's transit system is the place to start. MARTA connects Hartsfield-Jackson Airport directly to downtown Atlanta for $2.50. Unlimited transfers within 3 hours. Skip the rental car for a full Atlanta day, and you've already saved $50 before noon. The Atlanta City Pass bundles the Georgia Aquarium, World of Coca-Cola, Atlanta Zoo, and 2 additional attractions at about 40% off individual pricing. Worth it if you're spending 2 days in the city. The Georgia Aquarium alone is worth the single ticket price, at around $45 per adult. One of the largest aquariums in the world, with whale sharks visible through a viewing panel the size of a building wall. Summer is the best budget window for Savannah. June through August sees the lightest tourist pressure and the most available rooms at the best rates, typically $80 to $150 per night in the historic district. The heat is real, but Savannah's squares are shaded by live oak canopy, and most restaurants and attractions are air-conditioned. The ghost tours that run nightly are $20 to $30 per person and consistently well-reviewed by people who don't usually do ghost tours. Jekyll Island, in the Golden Isles, offers 20-plus miles of paved bike paths and one of the most photographed shorelines in the country. Driftwood Beach, where bleached skeletal trees erupt from the sand at the island's eroding north end. Vehicle entry is $10. Bike rentals available through Bike Jekyll at 926-35416. For anyone spending time in Savannah on a budget, the free walking ghost tours that run nightly along the historic district cover the same ground as the paid tours and are consistently well-reviewed. Forsyth Park hosts free outdoor events and community programming throughout the year. Check savannah.gov for the current calendar. The mid-range in Georgia puts you inside some of the best-positioned hotels in the South. In Savannah, the Perry Lane Hotel, a Marriott luxury collection property, offers rooms from around $230 per night in the city's design district, 2 blocks from Forsyth Park. The rooftop terrace overlooks the historic skyline, and Emporium Kitchen and Wine Market on the ground floor is one of the city's better dining rooms. At this price point in Savannah, you're positioned for everything the city has to offer. Visit PerryLaneHotel.com for current availability. In the mountains, Blue Ridge, Georgia, 90 minutes north of Atlanta, offers cabin rentals in the $150 to $300 per night range with mountain views and river access. The Blue Ridge Scenic Railway runs excursions into the surrounding mountains from the historic downtown depot. The North Georgia wine region clusters around the Dahlonega Plateau, with a dozen-plus tasting rooms within a short drive. Wolf Mountain Vineyards and Monteluse Winery are among the most acclaimed. A wine trail afternoon paired with a mountain cabin overnight is the correct North Georgia mid-range itinerary. Callaway Gardens in Pine Mountain, 90 minutes from Atlanta, is one of Georgia's most complete resort experiences. Gardens, a butterfly center, a beach lake, golf, and family programming all on one property. Day admission runs around $24. Resort accommodations are available on site. Check CallawayGardens.com for current pricing on both. Amicalola Falls Lodge in the North Georgia mountains also serves as the mid-range mountain anchor for the northern part of the state. Lodge rooms, on-site restaurant, hiking access, and glamping safari tents available on the property. The combination of Amicalola Falls, the AT Approach Trail, and a night at the lodge is a genuine standalone trip for anyone who wants mountains without an extended itinerary. At the top end, Georgia has properties that compete with any state in the South. Barnsley Resort in Adairsville, an hour north of Atlanta, sits on 3,000 acres in the Blue Ridge foothills. Golf, horseback riding, quail hunting sporting club, spa, and Jules restaurant from Chef Sean Doty. From $325 per night, visit barnsleyresort.com. Sea Island in the Golden Isles carries a Forbes 5-star rating, a private Atlantic beach, multiple championship golf courses, and a service standard built over nearly a century of continuous operation. The Cloister at Sea Island is the flagship property. The Beach Club is a second option. Rates historically start above $800 per night. Visit seaisland.com for current availability. The Greyfield Inn on Cumberland Island operates in its own category. 9 rooms and 6 cottage rooms on the only island in the national park system without cars or paved roads. All-inclusive rates run $995 to $1,350 per night, covering all meals, guided tours, and private ferry transportation from Fernandina Beach, Florida. Visit greyfieldinn.com. At the top end, Georgia rewards people who seek it out. The Forbes 5-star certification at Sea Island is earned year over year. It is not an honorary designation. The golf courses there were designed during the sport's golden age by architects who understood the land. The Cloister's beach in the early morning, before any other guests are out, is one of the genuine luxury experiences in the American South. And that pic I promised you, Savannah's squares at dusk on a weeknight. The light filtering through the Spanish moss, the quiet of a Tuesday evening, the sense that this city decided long ago to protect something worth keeping. The free tier is where Georgia is most itself. Which part of Georgia makes your list first? The mountains, Savannah, or the coast? Drop it in the comments. Next up, we're going to Cumberland Island. No cars, wild horses, Carnegie ruins, and 17 miles of empty beach. That's Wednesday.